You have now learned a really long succession of steps in the samba. Started with the basic step, followed by the wipers, the samba walks, combined with the side samba walks, then the botafogos, here 4 times, and then it goes into the voltas or the crisscross, like you see here. In the end there's again the wiper action. And now again, right from the start. Now we might add an alternative ending, the so-called solo spot volta, either alone or danced as a couple. The gentleman would dance his wiper action as shown before, and then lead the lady into a turn. Alternatively, he may also dance a turn for himself alone. With this turn, the gentleman would substitute a wiper and should then perform a turn to the left. And here the lady's steps demonstrated. She too substitutes a wiper by a solo spot volta, once led by the gentleman and once completely without lead. The lady begins with a wiper to the right and to the left, followed by a solo spot volta. The right foot always remains on the spot. The wiper, then the turn for the lady, then a wiper, and now the turn for both. And now everything combined from the start to the end. Again the twisted basic stance, then the wiper, the samba walks and side walks, then the botafogos and the crisscross. The ending is the wiper again, and the solo spot volta for the lady or for both partners. We here show the basic stance in the jive. With his left hand, the gentleman grasps the right hand of the lady, and his right hand rests on her shoulder. The lady rests her left hand on his right shoulder. Nearly all the figures we show you in the jive are figures which may be danced alone. That means we will suggest certain combinations of figures, but you may also change these combinations to your liking. And here we come to the first figure in the jive, the basic stance. The jive is special in that both partners move away from each other backwards with the first step. Then follows a chassé, danced to the left and to the right. With his left foot, the gentleman goes backwards on the spot and then makes his side, close side and side, close side in the other direction. Backwards on the spot. Then his side, close side, danced to the left and to the right. The lady begins with her right foot backwards, followed by her chassé to the right and to the left. She dances her back on the spot. Side, close side, and side, close side. Back on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now as a couple in the regular speed. As you can see, jive is one of the faster dances. And we already come to the first figure in the jive, the change from right to left. The gentleman dances his basic stance, and turns a little bit to the left. He dances his back on the spot, side, close side, and side, close side, a quarter turned. Meanwhile, the lady dances her back on the spot, side, close turn to the right, and then again her second chassé, side, back side. Here you see the turn on the right foot. There follows the side, close side, which leads away from the gentleman. Again, everything in regular speed. The change of place from right to left follows a change of place from left to right. The lady turning under the gentleman's arm comes back opposite. She turns leftwise. The gentleman dances his back on the spot, rocks step and turns back into the starting position. Back on the spot, side, close side, side, close side. The lady now turns back opposite to the gentleman under her own right arm. She dances her back on the spot, walks up to the gentleman, turns on her right foot, and there follows the chassé to the side. The change of place from left to right one more time, shown in regular speed. And now one more time, a combination of figures with the basic stance, here shown twice, followed by the change of place from right to left and immediately back again. And now we show you another alternative to get into the side-by-side position, the follow-away. The gentleman's steps are exactly the same as in the change of place from right to left. He steps back with his left foot, then follows his chassé to the side. Again, everything turned a quarter to the left. Because the gentleman lowers his left hand and the lady lowers her right hand, the lady turns leftwise. The lady steps back with her right foot and performs a quarter turn to the left. And there follows her chassé backwards. And now everything shown in regular speed. Now we are going to show you a figure which may be danced after the follow-away, the so-called flirt. Here the gentleman dances his basic stance towards the lady and then again away from her. He dances a back on the spot, side, close side and side, close side into the starting position. The lady too begins with her backwards part, turns a little bit to the gentleman and then goes back to the starting position. She dances her back on the spot, then again the side, close side and side, close side. And here the flirt, demonstrated for both partners in regular speed. And now one more time, a combination of figures with the basic stance, here shown twice, followed by the follow-away. And now the flirt, the lady turning under the gentleman's arm, comes back opposite.